Welcome to the Deep Dives. We take your sources, unpack them, and pull out the key insights, basically giving you a shortcut to getting up to speed. Today, we're diving into something, well, really profound from an ancient tradition. It might just change how you think about a simple sorry. We're looking at Kshamapana, or forgiveness, in Jainism, especially during the Purushan festival. Our mission, to unpack what this really means. It looks like an apology, but trust me, it's way more complex. A path to self-cleaning, inner freedom. You'll see just how big this idea gets. Okay, so let's get into it. Forgiveness. Most of us, we think sorry to a friend, maybe family, fixing things, letting go of a grudge. But what if it's deeper, like fundamentally deeper, about transforming yourself from the inside out?
Exactly. In Jain thinking, Shamapana isn't just going through the motions. It's a serious spiritual journey. And what's really interesting is how it works on 3 levels. They're distinct, but, totally connected, builds up a whole picture. First up, there's Pashchakap. That's real repentance, heartfelt, not just a quick, oops, my bad. It's genuine, deep regret for all the mistakes, the harm, the violence, whether you meant to or not, whether you even knew you did it. It's about looking back and truly feeling that remorse deep down, recognizing the impact.
Okay, so genuine regret first. Got it. What's next?
Level 2 is Prachakyan. This means resolution, or maybe abandonment is a better word. So it's not just looking back with regret. It's making a solid, determined decision. I won't do that again.
Yeah.
It's like setting a plan for the future. You commit to cleaning up your act through penance, they call it, tap, and self-control, sanyam, restraining yourself.
Right, so regret, then a firm plan not to repeat it. And the third level?
The third and kind of the ultimate goal is Maitri. This is about cultivating friendship, compassion, equanimity towards everyone.
Yeah.
Every living being. You completely drop any feelings of hatred, ill will, negativity. You start seeing all beings as connected, part of the same thing. Feeling goodwill towards them no matter what happened before. It's not just forgiving, it's embracing.
Okay, this is where it gets really interesting. The source mentions Shama Vero Buenshan. Forgiveness is the adornment of the brave. But what kind of brave are we talking about? It doesn't sound like fighting someone, does it?
No, exactly. That's the key point. This isn't about external battles at all. It's spiritual courage. The bravery here is about conquering your inner enemies, your ego, your anger, that instinct for revenge. Those are things that really trap us, Beating them takes huge inner strength. That's the real victory, the spiritual one. Hard work, but rewarding. Facing your own stuff.
So, for us listening, how does this translate? We usually say sorry to people we know, people in our lives, but it sounds like Jain philosophy blows that wide open.
It absolutely does. The scope of Kshamapana is, it's vast. It goes way beyond your daily circle. It includes every single living being in what they call the Shad Rajlok, basically the entire universe.
The entire universe. From the tiniest microbe to, angels?
Pretty much, yeah. From the simplest life form to the most complex beings. It's a cosmic level of forgiveness.
Wow. Okay, the source talks about the soul wandering for infinite time through 8.4 million species. That's a lot to take in. How do you even start asking for forgiveness from beings you can't see or from lifetimes you don't remember?
It is a massive concept, no doubt. It really stretches your perspective. So Jain philosophy sees the soul on this endless journey, samsara, cycle of birth and death, on, infinitely. And through this huge expanse of time, we've been born countless times as gods, humans, animals, plants, even beings in hellish realms, the 4 destinies, Diva, Manusha, Tiryanch, Narak.
So we've literally been everything everywhere.
In principle, yes. And through all that, we've formed relationships with every other being. Think about it. Someone who's your enemy now might have been your mother in a past life, or your child, or friend. The connections are endless and tangled, and naturally, in all those interactions, we've caused pain. So much pain. Not just physical acts, but through our thoughts, our words, our actions. Man. Fachan, kaya, maybe out of ignorance, maybe greed, jealousy, hate, ego, sometimes just carelessly or out of fear. It all adds up over infinite time.
Which is why the forgiveness has to be so universal.
Exactly. That's why during Purushan, the encouragement is to offer this really profound prayer. Oh, all beings of the 14 realms, in my infinite wanderings, I heartily ask for forgiveness for any pain, suffering, or harm I may have caused you in any way, through mind, speech, or body. Forgive me, forgive me. It makes you really reflect on the ripples of your existence.
And then it gets even more specific, right? Talking about life in places we wouldn't normally think of it, like rocks and water.
Right. This is where it gets very practical, challenging our assumptions. Jainism identifies 6 kayas, 6 categories of living beings, and we harm these beings constantly in daily life, often without a second thought. Karmaka asks us to acknowledge that too. Let's break them down. First, prithvikaya, earth-bodied beings, life in soil, stones, metals.
So digging the garden.
Yeah.
Construction.
Yep. You ask forgiveness for that disturbance, even just, tossing a stone. It's about respecting that life principle. Second, apkaya, water-bodied beings. Life in water.
Wasting water, pouring hot stuff down the drain, pollution.
All of it. You seek forgiveness for harming life in the water we use so casually. Third, tukaya, fire-bodied beings, life within fire.
So lighting a stove.
A candle. The act of creating fire involves these beings, so you acknowledge that and ask forgiveness. Fourth, fire kaya, air-bodied beings, tiny, often microscopic life in the air.
Harmed by a fan, waving your hands, walking fast.
Yeah.
Seriously.
It sounds extreme, but it's about acknowledging the unseen life all around us and our impact on it. Fifth, Vanaspadikaya, plant-bodied beings. Trees, plants, vegetables, flowers.
Okay, that's more familiar. Plucking leaves, unnecessarily harming plants.
Exactly. Apologizing for that impact. And sixth, Triskaya, mobile beings. This is everything from worms and ants up to insects, animals, birds, humans. 2-sensed beings, all the way to 5-sensed.
So stepping on bugs, roadkill, any harm to animals or people.
Right. Any pain caused through movement, driving, any interaction, it's incredibly comprehensive. It leads to another specific prayer. O Lord, I seek forgiveness for the violence caused to the beings of these 6 categories by me. It really makes you mindful.
It really does. And then the list of 18 sins, or Paps Stanak. This feels very contemporary, things we all do.
Oh, absolutely. These aren't dusty old concepts. They are playing out right now in all our lives. Let's quickly go through them with modern examples. 1. Pranatapat, violence. Mental or physical harm. Think rude rage shouting, treating staff badly, even online trolling.
Okay, yeah.
2. Rushavad, lying, falsehoods, lying in business for profit, making excuses, faking your online life.
Social media status.
Yep. 3. Adadadam, theft, taking what's not yours, office supplies, digital piracy, stealing ideas.
Oh, the stationery.
4. Mathan, immorality, excessive sensual indulgence, lustful thoughts about others, consuming obscene content. Got it. 5. Paragraha, hoarding, accumulating more than needed, that huge pile of shoes, obsessive attachment to money.
Guilty. The sales get me.
6. Crowed, anger, getting angry, snapping at family over small things, traffic anger, very relatable. 7. Man, ego, arrogance, pride in your job, knowledge, wealth, looking down on others. 8. Maya, deceit, trickery, being nice to cheat someone, having a public face and a private one.
The two-faced thing.
9. Lob, greed, excessive desire, that unnecessary shopping, craving more success just because someone else has it, keeping up with the Joneses. 10. Rag, attachment, over-attachment to family, your phone, possessions.
Definitely.
11. Dvesh, hatred, jealousy, dislike, being jealous of success, disliking someone for no real reason.
Yeah.
12. Kala, quarrel, arguments, disputes, fighting with family or friends, happens. 13. Abhyakyan, false accusation, blaming someone innocent.
Ouch.
14. Paishunya, backbiting, gossip, spreading rumors, stirring trouble between people.
Nasty stuff.
15. Parpravad, slandering, speaking ill of someone, highlighting their flaws, similar but more direct maybe. 16. Rati, liking, disliking, extreme reactions, intense joy from favorites, intense misery from dislikes, like loving one food and hating another intensely.
Being overly emotional about preferences.
17. Maya Mushavad, deceitful lying, tricky, cunning lies meant to mislead, more complex than a simple lie. Okay. 18. Mithyatpafashaya, false beliefs, holding wrong beliefs, faith in false paths or teachers. After considering all these, the prayer is, O Lord, I have violated your commands in every birth, at every moment, by indulging in all these 18 sins. For all these sins, I ask for your forgiveness. It's a major self-assessment.
So it sins against others, against life itself, and also against divine guidance.
Yeah.
The Agya.
Exactly. It broadens further. Forgiveness is also sought for failing to follow the commands, the Agya, given by the enlightened ones, the Paramatma, for our own liberation. There are 2 kinds. First, Vyavahar Agya, the practical command. This is about living virtuously. Ideally, monkhood, total renunciation.
Which is tough for most people.
Right. So for lay people, it's following the 12 vows, nonviolence, truth, non-stealing, etc. The confession is basically, I fail even at these practical steps, constantly slipping up. Then there's the deeper Nishchay Agya, the real command. This is about your state of being. It's about being just an observer, a witness drashta, sakshi, not the doer or enjoyer, letting go of attachment to the world, others, possessions, even your own body, staying rooted in your true self, the soul.
And the confession.
The confession is, I'm constantly stuck in ego thinking, I did this, I want that, forgetting my true nature as pure awareness. So the prayer acknowledges this failure too. O Lord, I have failed to walk on both the practical and real paths shown by you. I have constantly violated your commands. For that, I ask for your forgiveness.
This is quite something.
Yeah.
And then the final twist you mentioned. The person we hurt most is ourselves, our own soul. How does that work?
Yes, that's perhaps the most profound part. We inflict the deepest wounds on our own soul, our atma. Out of ignorance, delusion, we keep doing things that trap us in suffering, life after life. Well, first, through dahava, body attachment, thinking, I am this body. So we chase sensory pleasures, sights, sounds, tastes, committing sins for fleeting physical gratification, binding the soul deeper.
Identifying with the physical.
Second, paragrabha, possessive attachment. Finding happiness only in external things, money, property, family, status. This leads to constant struggle to get and keep them, constant suffering. The soul gets tangled in things outside itself.
Chasing external validation.
And third, kartabhav, doer attachment. This is subtle. Even doing good deeds charity, worship, if you have the ego of look what I did, it still binds you. The action might seem good, but the ego poisons it, keeping you worldly.
Even good deeds done with ego.
Right. Because of all these attachments, these errors, the soul suffers endlessly. So the final crucial step is asking forgiveness from your own soul, acknowledging how you've harmed your own true nature. And the prayer is incredibly personal. Oh, my soul, I have hurt you the most. I forgot your pure nature and considered body and material attachments as my own. Instead of making you peaceful and steady, I burnt you in the fire of passions, Kashaya's anger, ego, deceit, greed. For all these mistakes, I ask for your forgiveness.
Wow. Okay, so it's a massive review of the past, acknowledging harm on every level. But it's not just looking back, is it? There's a forward-looking part, too. A resolution.
Absolutely crucial. Krishmapana isn't just about saying sorry for yesterday. It's a powerful commitment for tomorrow and every day after. A resolve for how you intend to live. It involves specific promises. You commit. I will never again cause pain to any being in the 14 realms in any way for any reason. A total vow of non-harm.
That's huge.
You resolve. I will completely and faithfully follow all the practical, vyavahara, and real nishchay commands of the enlightened ones with a pure heart, joy, respect, devotion, perfectly.
A commitment to the path.
You commit. I will stop clinging to worldly things, people, possessions, even my body. I will become steady in my soul's true nature. Pure knowledge, perception, conduct, turning inward.
Letting go of attachments.
And finally, you resolve. I will completely stop being the doer and enjoyer. I will become the observer, the witness. By doing this, I will destroy my karmas and quickly attain liberation, moksha.
Aiming for the ultimate freedom.
Yes, it's a complete blueprint for transformation, for achieving ultimate peace and freedom from suffering.
Moving from being tangled up to being truly free.
It really is. As the source powerfully concludes, this is my true plea for forgiveness. This is my true prayer. It sums up that whole transformative intent.
Michami Kukadam.
Nichami dukadam. May all faults be forgiven.
What an incredible deep dive. We started with just sorry and ended up with this. Universal call for purification, reaching out to every being and even our own soul. So for you listening, what part of this resonates the most? How could thinking about forgiveness in this incredibly broad way maybe shift how you interact with the world or even just how you feel inside? Definitely something to reflect on.